You'll stay for the newest games and rides, but it's the pizza that keeps you coming back to showbiz.
I bet that pizza tastes good.
Mm-hmm. At Showbiz Pizza Place.
Hey everyone, this is Kentucky Fried Nerd here. Sorry it's been a while. I've had something on my mind here, so it's been, cooking for a little while. Plus, I had a really special trip that took a large portion of my weekend and a little bit more to Funtown Mountain, and ended up being even more special than I thought it was going to be. Not just because of how amazing it is, but because how it relates to not just Five Nights at Freddy's that I'm doing videos on here, but also mostly to what inspired me to get into that in the first place, which is my enjoyment of my childhood memories of Showbiz Pizza and the Rocket Fire Explosion, and to a lesser extent, Munch's Make-Believe Band at Chuck E. Cheese, which I have finally, grown to enjoy. So, I'm going to be doing a video on all of the stuff that I did that weekend and all the amazing stuff that happened. There's something in the background of this video that you can see that probably wasn't there before. I'll show you that a little bit at the end of the video, but until then, on to the theory, man.
Hello. What on earth are you doing there?
Well, I've stated before that I believe that the purple guy in Springtrap had to have died before Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which is to say before 1993, since that's the time it's highly insinuated that Phone Guy dies. I know there's some people that say that, he didn't really affect his death, but there's no evidence of that. Phone Guy had to have known about Purple Guy when he died. Now, why would you say that is? Because he had the room sealed up in a hurry.
This is just to inform all employees that due to budget restrictions, the previously mentioned safe rooms are being sealed at most locations, including this one. Work crews will be here most of the day today, constructing a false wall over the old door face. Nothing is being taken out beforehand, so if you left anything inside, then it's your own fault.
Now, it has to be true that the rooms were still sealed and not that Purple Guy opened them up, because if they were open after Purple Guy died, then Phone Dude would have found Springtrap without the help of one of the building's engineers, since it would have been just another open door, unless Phone Dude's an animatronic or something and couldn't go in there.
Some guy who helped design one of the buildings said it was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So we're going to take a peek and see what we can find.
Now that means that Purple Guy had to have died before 1993. And he couldn't have died before 1987 because he was there to stop Freddy in the Save Them minigame, which means he was still alive in 1987. Now, for me, this means he had to have died between 1987 and 1993. Now, that's a lot of years when there may have been some restaurant that we don't know that was open, or no restaurant at all open and everything was rotting. However, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it highly insinuates that the day guard had tampered with the animatronics, especially their facial recognition systems. He was stating everything was okay, and yet a position becomes available just before the Phone Guy says that someone in a yellow suit took children in the back.
When we get it all sorted out, we may move into the day shift, because this just became available. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are
What I
acting
believe
right.
we aren't seeing is that before we got there, Purple Guy had gotten a night shift job. He knew that the classic animatronics had children stuffed in them, and he knew they were going to be retrofitted and the children discovered. So he got a key to the old restaurant, and he set up a base in the safe room and began dismantling them using the temporary purple Freddy suit that's no longer in use as a lure. After that, he switches to the day shift, since the toy animatronics are starting to act funny around him, as is the puppet. Now, The withered animatronics then are brought in, damaged, obviously, by Purple Guy. And then the key point comes when he decides to strike. He takes the yellow suit and uses it to trick 5 more kids into coming into the back. He murders them, and he stops them at least temporarily from inhabiting the toy animatronics when he blocks Freddy and the puppet in the Save Them minigame. He goes back to the old restaurant, but the children are compelled. They find him, and he is so frightened by these children that he puts on the suit he murdered them with, believing it'll protect him. However, the dampness in the old tattered building releases the spring lock, and the children have their revenge. The second set of children. The toy children. Now, from what I can gather, this is what I see. They killed him, then inhabited the toy animatronics. They're the ones that saved the first 5 children in the Five Nights at 3 minigames, and they're the ones that remain here. When the purple guy dies, the phone guy quickly finds out about it when he goes looking for where the day shift guard might have gone, and then he notices one of the keys is missing to the old restaurant, and he goes and he finds him. And he says, a position just became available. Now, there are plenty of signs that the purple guy's been dead all along, and that the animatronics, as well as the purple guy himself, are trying to tell you something about this, or horrify you, or get you killed. But I'm going to show you that in the next video, Toy Children Part 2, because this video is getting long. I want to thank Dick Van Patten in this video. You were an amazing guy, you were an amazing actor, and I'd like to thank you for a lifetime of amazing acting roles and heartwarming comedy, but thankfully we'll always have you in 8 is enough. I want to thank Will Russell for being kind enough to let me see his dream come true this weekend at Funtown Mountain. And I want to most of all thank him for giving me a souvenir that I'll keep for the rest of my life. It's the jug that sat next to Billy Bob at the Nashville, Tennessee Showbiz Pizza Place location, which is amazing. And I'm going to keep this in my videos. And then also, I want to thank you, the viewers, for watching these and being kind enough to watch them all the way through. If you do, if you don't, that's fine. But if you do like them, if you did watch them all the way through, make sure to subscribe. And if you really enjoy them, you know, spread the word. Share them on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So you have a wonderful day, and thank you very much. I feel good. Kentucky Fried Nerd is just getting started, and we'll see you with some new videos soon.